music in Jennifer's rooms, in her own rooms, in our rooms, and it's really, really a beautiful thing. And so we really appreciate Sunshine. Sunshine, I'm passing the mic to you. Music in Jennifer's
Thank you
rooms
so
in her.
much, Cynthia. Always an honor to be with this wonderful group.
Appreciate Sunshine.
As mentioned,
Sunshine.
we are so supportive of each other. And I really believe it's because, I'm always talking about the vibes, the high vibes and the heart resonance. And so today in particular, in this room specifically, we are here to not only hold space, but to generate the heart resonance, that heart energy that we can then expand out, radiate out, and literally hug the world. And so when it comes back round to doing a custom spirit song, a song for peace, that's what we will be doing. So I very much look forward to that. And again, always an honor to be here with all of you and all of the listeners, whether in the listening lounge or on the different social media. So thanks for your great efforts, Cynthia, setting this up so that we can reach more people. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to help you with any of the tech, although I will add, I am so excited. As of 10 minutes ago, I now have a Twitter account. So by the end of this room, I will hopefully have that set up on my profile. So you all will be my first Twitterers, or whatever they're called. So anyways, happy to be here, being the light. There's a lot on everyone's hearts. And so when we come together, if we can join in that light and radiate out, it does make an impact. So this is Sunshine. Thank you so much. I'm going to fold my wings and pass them back to Cynthia.
Sunshine. That was beautiful. And I love the fold my wings part. It is so you. It's really adorable. Thank you for that. And so with that, I'd like to introduce you all to Nelena Kai. Nelena is an Amazon influencer. Secondly, I have to say she has the voice of a goddess. Wait until you hear her. For those of you who haven't heard Nelena before, Nelena is an amazing book coach and book whisperer. She takes books from zero to published. So if you are waiting to get your book, breathe it into life and take it to the bookshelves, you want to definitely get in touch with Nelena. Nelena, what else would you like to share about yourself with everyone?
Thank you so much. I play amateur volleyball on Thursday, so I had to step out of the gym to come because I'm holding space with you all, and I promised to be here. So thank you so much for this opportunity. Like she said, I'm Nelena Kai. I'm a book whisperer, a book coach, all of the things literary. You know what comes to mind when you're talking about global peace at this point in time? There's been times in our lifespan where it's a goal. And the Berlin Wall came down. There was so many other things that we did. It was a mind gathering, and I think a couple of decades, people that were focused on that one thing collectively, your me, my me, everyone's me, pulling together, and we're all focusing that light and love in that one area, that one direction. It can make the change that needs to happen at this point in time. We have to know that this is shaking us up for a reason, because we got a little complacent. We were in our homes and we're kind of chilling and gotten used to that as our new normal. And now here comes something else to wake us up and remind us we should always be on our toes when it comes to light and love. You can make a difference. You, with me, with Cynthia, with Elise, with Jean, with Jennifer, Miss Sunshine, Terry, Todd, Namesh, Taylor, all of us collectively focusing our energy in one direction for peace. And we just bathe it with pink, with rose quartz, whatever we have to do to focus, to put it in that area, to shift the dynamic. We have that power. Even in the Bible, it says, know ye not that ye are God, which means the same thing that was done there, those same miracles. We can affect those miracles too. This is Nalena Kai, and I'm done speaking.
What a beautiful start. We are off in this room and on Instagram, and we actually are on YouTube Live right now also. So we have that going on. Thank you so much, Nalena. That was a really beautiful share. And we're going to be having more of these gorgeous shares as our evening or morning, wherever you happen to be in the world, continues. And with that, I would like to welcome the amazing Miss Terry Christine. Terry is pretty famous. She's been on Bravo. She's got some new exciting things happening, getting ready to come out. She just had a piece done on a Washington news channel. I forget which the channel.
Washington, WJLA.
Thank you so much. I should have just let you share that from the beginning. Terry's a phenomenal intuitive, an amazing healer, and she's going to tell you a little bit more about herself right now.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Cynthia. I love being here. I love being here with the crew and all these amazing beings who I've spent time on Clubhouse with. So thank you, everyone. You know, I was thinking about what we were moving into today with this Clubhouse moment. And it reminded me of not the last election, not the most recent one, but the one before. And I know it's different. However, it has the same feeling, the unknown of, and the anxiety behind the unknown of, the pressures of what could happen and what we start focusing on. And most of us do focus on what could, which puts us in that never-ending hamster wheel, the anxiety, the stressors, and having that unknown makes a person feel more anxious than they normally do when they're in something they can see or be right in it. And I remember when that election happened, and the very next day waking up and having my phone blowing up with a lot of my clients totally out of control emotionally and not knowing what their next step was. Right. And I can imagine, I'm not saying I know, but I can imagine what a lot of people in the world are feeling about the unknowns now. And being here present, just this gathering can make a huge difference for many listening. And if we are recording and listening back to the recording and moving the energy to give some peace, that's PEACE, because it was interesting. I just did a session about this same, but the words, two different words meaning feeling the same thing, right? PEACE and PIECE, right? And so making sure that we can be a part of holding the space, lifting the ones that can feel this energy and just doing something for another.
Oh, we lost you, Terry. Oh, Terry's got a phone call. There she goes.
But making sure that they can feel a bit grounded.
Yes.
In the space where they feel hope. When you're grounded, you have a sense of hope and a sense of being able to move forward. So I wanted to add that. I'm very honored and grateful to be here, and anything that I can do, please go ahead and read my bio. There's some good juicy tidbits there. And I am complete. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Terry. Very much appreciate that. And that was a really beautiful share. And Todd, who was on the Zoom with us, but there was so much feedback when I was trying to figure out how to get this all going. Todd, thank you so much for coming back in on Clubhouse.
Cynthia, you're still muted.
Oh, thank you. Here I am talking away. Thank you, Todd. I just did a really nice introduction. So I said, Todd, thank you so much for your patience. You were on the Zoom and with the feedback with the Facebook, you hopped off. So glad that you jumped over here to Clubhouse. Appreciate you being here. And Todd is, he's an intuitive. He's a Reiki practitioner. He's a sensitive, caring guy, and we really love having him here. Todd, what else would you like to share about yourself?
Cynthia, thank you so much for that beautiful introduction. And I am pleased and honored and gratified to be here in service for world peace. Yeah, so I am a heart-centered sage, a Reiki master practitioner as of a few days ago, and a galactic shaman. And I'm here in service, hoping to make a difference in people's lives through multiple healing modalities. And I've just found that a lot of the events that have been happening have distant echoes of my early adulthood when the Cold War was starting to heat up between the White House and the Kremlin. And I just can't think of, but the thing is that the way it is different for me is like, I'm just laughing at the whole thing. I'm like, but, you know, I guess it's, you get older, you laugh at danger, you smirk at any anxiety. It's just like, I'm not going to let any of that get to me, because if I did, I wouldn't be able to do the work that I'm doing here. And so I'm not making fun of this danger. I'm simply laughing because that sets my vibration to the level that it needs to be. And so this is Todd. I'm done speaking. Thank you, Cynthia.
Oh, Todd, thank you so much. And congratulations on completing your Reiki training and getting your Reiki master. That's really wonderful. And, you know, there's a lot to be said for laughter. And even when things are so difficult in the world, and, you know, most of us in this moment are not experiencing the very traumatic happenings that's going on in the Ukraine. And I've spent a lot of time in one of the rooms in the last week, who they're doing a really, really nice job on actually reporting facts and the news and not making any, not making opinions and things like that. And they have people with boots on the ground in the Ukraine. So, you know, if that's something that you're interested in, I would recommend that you go check out the room. I can tell you what it is in 1 second. It's in the Big Picture Club, and it's so just look for the Big Picture Club in the hallway. They are doing a really great job. And you know, I have PTSD, and I have found that it's been really helpful for me listening into that room, because people are actually there and they're sharing, but it's not it's sensationalized. It's not, you know, the headlines that we see, and they're really giving us a good dialogue of what's happening. So I really, really like that. And so with that, we are on Facebook Live now. Terry, you and I are on YouTube Live, but we've got the Facebook Live going now. Hey, Karen. Karen is tuning in. We've got the Instagram Live. We got the YouTube Live, Clubhouse Live. So come on, everybody, get your friends in the room, share this room. If you tap the little 2 arrows that go around, you can share the room on Clubhouse. You can share the room on your social media. You can invite people into the room. So please do that. Let's get the room going. And with that, I'd like to welcome Nimesh to the stage. Nimesh is a spiritual coach. He's an Akashic reader. He too has a voice that's pretty darn nice. I will just say that. Nimesh, thank you so much for being here. And please tell everyone in the listening lounge a little bit more about you.
Thank you, Cynthia. Not sure how I meant to follow that, but hi, everyone. My name is Nimesh. I'm a Akashic record reader, spiritual coach and mentor. I really believe everything we need is inside us, all the love, all the joy, all the answers, right? And a lot of time we go looking outside, and I just love connecting to people's light and really guiding them to their answers. I'll always say my destiny is to guide people to their destiny. My purpose is anyone I connect with live better than I found them. And it is a heavy time right now. We've just been through an intense couple of years. I really feel 2020 was about bringing stuff up in all of us that needed to be brought up, and 2021 was about integrating it. And it may seem a strange thing to say, and with everything that's going on in Ukraine, etc. I really think now's the time for us to be shining our light. And whatever the question, love and light is always the answer. So if we can truly focus on shining our light the brightest that we can, then we help others, right? And the best way to shine our light is actually shine our light on ourselves first. And so many of us focus on helping others. Where do we put ourselves, right? And I would always recommend shining our light on ourselves first, because if we shine our light on ourselves first, our light becomes brighter, and we can shine our light even brighter and help many more people. And so I think it's actually selfish not to shine your light on you first. So let's start with us. What difference can we make? And I would challenge everyone to think about today, tomorrow, doing something that truly lifts your soul, that truly allows you to shine your light on you, and then thereby shining your light so much brighter on everybody else. Sending so much love and light in the room. Jennifer, thank you for being in this room. I can feel so much love, so much high vibe. Cynthia, thank you for setting it up. This is Nimesh. I'm done speaking for now.
Oh, thank you so much, Nanette. I'm tongue-tied after that. Nimesh, that was really beautiful. And it's true. And, it's so interesting because I channeled a message last Thursday, which I may share at some point, but I'm probably not going to share the video part of it, but I might share the audio part of it. But I channeled a message that was just about that, Nimesh. And it wasn't about sending light. It wasn't about sending anything. It was just about being the light and finding the light within yourself and then shining the light out into the world. So you got the download too, because that's exactly the message that I channeled with Jeannie Bundy last Thursday. So that's really cool. And, when we tap in to the all that is, to the web that connects us all, the web that NASA has proven is there, the web that the Buddhists have talked about for thousands of years, which, by the way, today is the Tibetan New Year. So I'd like to say Happy New Year. And that's one thing I love about New Year's is we have more than one. There are New Year's all the way up through April. Our calendar is not the only one out there. And so if you missed it, if you didn't do a vision board or, sort of concentrate and focus on what you wanted to create this year, you've got a brand new opportunity because we are in another new year. So, so today's a very auspicious day. And that's why I chose today, particularly because of the day of the numerology, of it being the Tibetan New Year, we've just had a new moon. And so that's why I chose today. And I feel because we are, we're a week into this and there hasn't been a sign of relief. There hasn't been a sign yet of peace coming. And we've seen all around the world where people are gathering, even in Russia, where they've arrested, I believe the number's up over 8,000 people now, because they're protesting. And so one thing, I'd like sort of everybody to keep in mind that, like we saw with COVID, let's make this peace for everyone. Just because you have someone in charge of a country that you might live in does not mean that you agree with what they're doing. And they're estimating that 80% of the people of Russia do not agree with this attack of war. So please keep that in mind and just be kind out there wherever you are in the world. Just be kind. And so, Alexandra is come in on Facebook. Hey, Alex, we've got Tony on Instagram, Alice May, Jen, Max. Thank you guys all for coming in. Nicole, Nina, Ace. Hey, it's Ace Ventura dog training. We've done some dog stuff together when the Potter University, which is a local animal shelter to me, we've done some things together at the Ponder University where I've gone in and done animal communication. So that's Mark Ventura. Check him out. He's really cool. Pom Pom Girl. Hello. Janet. Hello. Christian. Hello. Mary Elizabeth. Hey. Jonathan. Hello. Mimi. I think I got everybody there. Oh, Sunshine. Yeah, the list. All right. Everybody's pouring in. I love it. Love it. Love it. And for all of you here in Facebook, in Clubhouse, Maya, Mary Alice, May Alice, sorry, I need my glasses on. Fred, Jennifer, Kai, Phyllis, Priscilla. Hey, Phyllis, haven't seen you in a while. Welcome. Dragos, I am not going to get this name right. I apologize in advance. No, I'm not even going to, I'm going to say Nico. Sorry. I really apologize. Tadea and Emily, thank you all for being here. And Taylor. Taylor has been with us for quite a while. She comes to practically every week. We appreciate you being here, Taylor. Taylor is also an empath and she's a mystic. She's a Reiki practitioner, level 1. Thanks, Taylor, for being here. Is there anything you would like to share with the audience? Do you have any wisdom, any thoughts about peace, or a tip that you can offer people to help them be centered or grounded?
First of all, I just have to say that all of the messages shared thus far have really resonated with me. And I think that regardless of what your belief is, I feel like there's so much going on in the world and has been going on in the world for the past couple of years now. That's been just one excuse after another to divide people. And I think that if we all just kind of put aside our personal beliefs and focus on the togetherness, that's really what's going to be the thing that kind of changes our course here. So I was in the room last week when you channeled about being, shared about really just being the light as opposed to sending it, because you just don't know who's willing to receive things, right? So just be it. And then whoever is going to take that on will naturally do so, and the light shines brighter. So I'm with you on that. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Taylor, and thank you for your share. And it's with good intention when we say, "Oh, I'm sending you light and love," but what does it really mean, right? It's become sort of washed out, if you will, because it's been used so much, and so what does it really mean? And also, the other thing is maybe somebody doesn't want the light and love, right? And so you're sort of forcing your will on someone else is what my guides shared. And so when we think about it that way, okay, I have a really great short story that sort of is on this idea. I had a neighbor who, there were 3 of us that we shared a private road. And the neighbor that lived right across the road, I called it the driveway, but she lived right across the road from our house. She was a nosy, mean person. And she made our lives hell for the 15 years that we lived there. And I tried selling the house 5 times. And every time somebody would come look at the house, she'd come running out in the road and she'd start yelling at them. And anyway, so I decided, well, I'm going to send her lots of light and love. And it got worse because she didn't want that. And so me sending her light and love actually made the whole situation worse. And so when I realized that that was the issue, that was actually amplifying her, whatever she had going on. When I stopped doing it, then things toned down a little bit more. And then I did put some feng shui mirrors up facing her house, and those did help because now I wasn't sending her to her. I was just reflecting her stuff back to her own self. So it makes a big difference. So that's, and so thinking about when sending light and love, well, maybe that person doesn't want that, right? And so be the light, shine your light out into the world. Sometimes shining your light out into the world just means shining your love to your cat. Sometimes it means shining your love to your children or, your immediate family. You don't have to touch a million people, but if you touch one person today and just be the light, you don't know whose life that's going to change. Really, you never know whose life it's going to change. When you know, in this work that I do, I do this work because of the wonderful teacher who I studied with for over, I don't know, we've lost track, something like 15 years, Colette Baron Reed, where I say she saved my life, literally, because I was ready to exit the planet. And when you do this work and then you have someone that comes back to you and says, oh my God, I was going to go check myself out tonight, and I didn't because of something you said or did. It wasn't anything that I said to her. It was something I did. So keep that in mind. If you are somebody who you feel like you want to help people, you're intuitive, you're an empath, you want to do this work, just start being the light now. Just start being the light. It's like the lighthouse. You want to just stand like the beacon and let the boats come to you, right? Of course, the lighthouse helps, it keeps the boats from shipwrecking, you know, but in your case, you're the light, and the right people will come to you. Okay, so with that, I'm just going to check in and see, Jennifer, let me know when you're ready to do some breath work, and we'll get into a little breath work. We're going to do a meditation, and sunshine is, yes, Nimesh.
If I add something to what you said,
please, yes.
It's interesting what you said about sending love and light. What I'd say to everyone is really about your intention. So if you're going to shine your light, what's your intention? If you're going to send, so when I say I send love and light, my intention is with whoever's ready to receive.
Yes.
So it's really our intention. When we send, it's like we're coming from a hot space of love, and we're coming from that space of really we want to light the world up. Then from that space, you know, I as often as I can, I'll send love and light to Ukraine, anyone that's suffering. But really, my intention is anyone that's open to receive. If they're not open to receive, okay, everyone has a choice, right? But it's that intention that we have whenever we do something. If it's coming from, I always say, whatever the question, love is always the answer. So if we're coming from that loving space, and it's because I said, you know, saying I like to. Everyone that's ready to receive, I'm more than willing to send my love and light. I am also, you know, kind of very careful about what I let into my energy. But I love to shine my light, and I love to share. My intention is to share. So I just say to everyone, you know what, if you want to do something, if you want to send your light, if you want to be light, check with your intention. We're all here to serve. And if we come from that energy of serving, then I think everything is good, right? Everything in our external world is a result of something in our internal world. If internally we can be as much love and light as we can, then maybe something in our external world will start to change. Sorry, you just find something when you spoke. I just want to share that. I hope it helps. I'm going to hand it over back to you. This is Nimesh. I'm done speaking for now.
Oh, Nimesh, that was absolutely beautiful. Really, really beautiful. You know, I have this practice when, you know, if I'm on the road and I see an ambulance or an accident or something, I do exactly that. Sometimes I'll send Reiki, or I'll send light and love and say to whoever is would like it and can receive it. So that's a really good reminder as well. So that way also is really, really wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. And I see Sheila has come up on the stage. Sheila, welcome. Thank you for being here. And is there something that you would like to share with everyone?
Hello.
Hi.
Thanks for bringing me up on the stage. I'm just here listening. I was here last week, and it was amazing last week, especially when Tiffany joined in.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just someone that was up on stage that I came back this week because you weren't able to get to everyone. But I'm always here with my ears open.
Beautiful. Well, welcome back. And we will be here tomorrow night doing readings, same time, same place, 9 p.m. Eastern time. And so if you come on back tomorrow, we'll be happy to put you right in the queue at the beginning of the show. So hope that you can join us, and thank you for being here. Appreciate you. And I would like to welcome my dear friend, Miss Kat Oshman, to the stage. Kat is a celebrity swimsuit designer. She is a women empowerment coach, and she's got a lot of exciting things going on. Kat, welcome.
Hello, hello, beautiful.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great. How's everyone in the room doing?
I think we're doing okay. We're doing all right. We're off to a good start. And I would like to get the numbers up a little bit though. So everybody share the room out there and get your friends in here. And really let's spread some peace and love around as much as we can. And so Kat, is there anything else you'd like to share about you with everyone?
I think you pretty much said it all. I'm here to support the Global Peace Gathering. You mentioned that I'm all about women empowerment. I'm also a confidence catalyst. And thank you for being on the show this past weekend. That was amazing. So we can share a little bit more about that later on. Promoting like a global sisterhood movement through Amen, which is a women's group that I have. It's called Amplified Moms Empowerment Network. So some pretty exciting stuff, and I'm happy to be here, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kat. And it was really fun being on your show. And I'm looking forward to things that we'll do in the future together. It's really, really exciting. And yeah, for those of you who weren't in the room last week, Tiffany Haddish was here with her bestie, Tony. We had Francesca, the Clubhouse icon here, and the co-founder of the app, Hank, came in and hung out with us for quite some time. So it was really exciting. If you missed that, go back and listen to the replay because it was really powerful. Tiffany laid it all out on the table. She got really vulnerable with us. And, and I know that when people go to those depths, it's healing for everybody who witnesses it. So, and I did hear from some people, saying that really helped them. So if you didn't catch it live, go back and listen to the replay. It's in my bio. It's in Jeannie's bio, Elisa's bio. It's in Terry's bio. It's in a bunch of our bios. Go back and listen to it. I think it's probably in under the club too. I have to check that out. I'm not really that technical. Terry's saying yes, it's under the club also. So with that, Jennifer, I feel like I want to go and I want to do the breath work first before the meditation. How does that sound to you?
It sounds great. I can set the mood.
That'd be awesome. Awesome.
Oh my goodness. I'm just like smiling from ear to ear, being in this room and listening to all the shares. And I just finished a documentary that Selma Blair did on her MS, and I don't know if anyone knows who Selma Blair is. She's been in several movies early, way back with Reese Witherspoon and blah blah blah. But anyway, she documented her time from her MS diagnosis and then going through her stem cell treatment and the humor that she kept through all of that, even when she was close to death. And it just was such a reminder to me as to how powerful we are as beings and how, we don't get from point A to point B alone. We have, whether it's our family, our soul family, and that support. But collectively, we create this wave of magic and healing. And anyway, it's just mind-blowing to me as to what we can accomplish together. And when we think in terms of breath work and just focusing on the breath is actually a form of meditation, and it's a great precursor to meditation. But it's that practice of conscious connected breathing, and it facilitates healing and transformation. But it brings us to that place of inner peace. And when we find that place of inner peace,
and we can truly resonate with, you know, the divine within, that's when we are able to truly hold that intention and radiate that to others. And so I love what Nimesh shared about that, holding that intention. And I just feel like we need that reminder, you know, frequently for myself to really pour into ourselves, because that's when we're really, really able to pour into others. And so I love that we're here collectively. I love that individually. I know that so many of us, if not all of us, you know, pour into ourselves. And so just to prep us a little bit really quick before the meditation, because I know Cynthia's meditations and they are spectacular. I just want to invite you to just close your eyes. And if you're able to, place one of your hands on your heart and one on your belly. There's no right or wrong, whichever hand resonates with which. And then just take a slow, deep breath just to kind of ground yourself. And so what we're going to do is we're going to focus on that diaphragmatic breathing, where we breathe and fill our belly while keeping our chest, you know, stable. And by doing that, we really, really, really fill up with that beautiful oxygen. But when we do that, we're pouring love into our cells. We're really pouring into that vibration of healing. So what I want you to do is breathe in for the count of 4, and this is like a form of box breathing. So we're going to breathe in for 4 and then hold it for 4, and then we'll release for 4 and then hold for 4. And we'll do a few cycles. So together we're going to breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold 2, 3, 4, and exhale 2, 3, 4, and hold 2, 3, 4, and breathe in, filling your 2, 3, 4, and hold, and exhale, and hold. And I want to invite you to do this a few more times. And while you're doing that, I want you to just visualize as you're inhaling that you're bringing in all the love and healing from divine. And this just permeates into every single cell in your body. And as you exhale, visualize that love and peace radiating to all who need it. And breathe in. And hold. And breathe out. And hold. And so even 5 minutes of this a couple of times a day can really bring you into that awareness, bring you into your heart space, and just remember who you are. And also remember and remind yourself that as light workers, and as Jeannie said, we can be the light and transmit that to others. And again, just like Sunshine said, do that big hug, that earthly hug. And when you do this, just visualize every soul receiving. And I thank you. And I pass it back over to you, Cynthia.
Oh, Jennifer, thank you so much. That was really, really beautiful. And while we're in this relaxed state, let's go right on into the meditation. For those of you who are just joining us, Savvy, She's, anyone who is just joining us on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook Live, or who has just come into the room. And welcome, Dr. Laura. Thank you for being here. We'll do an intro for you right after the meditation. So while we are in this pre-relaxed state, everyone take a deep breath in and welcome Cindy, and a big exhale out, going deeper and deeper into the breath, allowing all the stress that you feel from your day, from global events, anything that's going on in your life personally, allow that to begin to melt away just for a few moments. You will be okay without holding on to those things for a little while. We tend to hold so tightly on the things that worry us. And it does not help us in any way by worrying. So breathing in, we're going to take a little journey now. And if you'd like, you can place your hands on your heart. You can place your hands on your lap and just get comfortable. If you're driving the car or operating heavy equipment, please do not do this meditation and come back to it later when you can safely join the meditation. The replay will be available. So imagine now you begin to feel magic, sparkling dust, fairy dust, starting to flow over the top of your head. It's light and airy, and you can almost see the lights, the sparkly lights with your eyes. And this light is going to come down your body, and it's going to illuminate all the things that you're holding on to and any places in your body that need relaxation, need some love, need some peace sent to it. And we're going to clear our channels before we begin to meet in the peace garden. So imagine now this light comes over you, and as it comes down your body, it picks up like a lint roller, picks up everything out of your field that you no longer need. It picks up anything that belongs to other people that does not serve you, that you've picked up during your day. It picks up anything that you've held on to that is eating away at you, just clears away. And imagine these little sparkly lights now within your physical body, lighting it up like the Chrysler Building. And look it up, it's in New York City. And it lights up the inside of your body, and it illuminates any place in your body where you need some extra love and care, some peace, some attention, and send it to yourself now in those places. Send some love, send some peace throughout your whole entire body. So imagine now that this beautiful sparkly light begins to turn to raindrops, and the raindrops are washing away all the dirt and grime that you may have picked up. Like if you're in the city and you come home and you feel like you just need to get in the shower. And that now washes over you for another layer of clearing and releasing and clearing and releasing. And as you feel the rain falling over you, and you become more and more relaxed, and you go deeper into the meditation, your body begins to let go, your muscles relax, they become longer, they become smoother, they relax. Your shoulders, the tension that you're holding in your neck begins to melt away like butter on corn on the cob. And as your muscles relax and become longer and let the tension out of them, you sink deeper into your chair, into the couch, into the bed or the mat that you're lying on, and your body becomes fully and completely and deeply relaxed. And breathing in, imagine in your mind's eye the most beautiful garden that you can ever imagine. It may be a garden that you've been to before, or a garden that you would love to visit. Imagine that you begin to see flowers popping up all around you, and the space that you're in begins to disappear as you become one in this magical, healing garden of peace. Just allow yourself to be there. Allow the garden to come to you and to open up. And you begin to hear birds singing, and you can smell the fragrance of the flowers wafting past your nose. And the breeze is ever so slight, but perfect. And the temperature is just right for you. And as you become one with this garden and begin to enjoy the beauty here, you start to look around, and you notice and realize that the colors are so much more vibrant than the colors that you see with your human eyes. And you take it in, and you start to explore, walking around this garden. You see paths before you. You may see some animal friends that come to meet you. Notice who comes to meet you, and notice what kind of flowers do you have in your garden, because they'll have a specific meaning just for you. So look around for the paths in your garden, and you're going to pick a path, and you're going to walk down this path. And as you're walking down the path, it becomes even more magical and even more beautiful than the garden that you've just are walking away from. And you're walking into this beautiful main garden that we're all going to gather here. Everyone who's listening on Clubhouse, everyone who is listening live or listens to the replay, we're going to be gathering now in this garden. And imagine you start to look around and you see your friends show up in this garden. You see your loved ones. You may even see some animal friends, some loved ones who have passed or animals who have passed coming into this beautiful, huge, it's growing and expanding to allow more people to come into this healing garden, this garden of peace. It expands and expands, and it fills with more and more light beings, with your ancestors, with your pets, with your loved ones, filling your heart with love, feeling your body filling with peace. Your body may be feel very heavy, but yet in the garden, there's no weight to it at all. And in this garden, we gather as one. We gather together to share a moment of peace, of love, of harmony, of togetherness. Because we all want the same things in life. We want love. We want peace. We want harmony. And so in this garden, know that you have it here. This is your sacred garden of peace and of love. Breathing in, taking it all inside of you. Imagine now you're taking the hand to the person to your right and to your left. And you can feel this love chain beginning as you smile and feel the lightheartedness. And this love chain, the love passes from one to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next person. And this love energy and this peace energy is building, and it's getting bigger and bigger and greater and greater and greater. And now release the hands of the people on your right and your left. And imagine that the love and the peace that you feel in your heart right now begins to form an energy ball in your hands. You can feel that your hands become activated and the energy ball begins to form. And if you can't see it, that's okay. You may feel it or just have a knowing, a sense of the energy building. Allow this energy ball to grow larger and larger, filling with the peace and love that you have within your heart in this moment, filling it. And those beautiful lights, the sparkles that we started with, fill this ball of energy now. And it gets bigger and bigger and lighter and lighter. And as it gets lighter, you just instinctively begin to raise your hands up to the sky with this beautiful healing ball of light and peace and love. And you give it a little push up into the sky like you would tap a balloon. And this beautiful ball of peace and love and light floats up into the sky, up into the layers of the planet. And these balls of love and light and love and healing are going to spread around the entire globe. And they're going to land exactly in the most perfect place where they are wanted, accepted, and needed so much, so much. And if you would like now to create a second energy ball, a ball of love and peace and healing and harmony to send to a specific place in the world or a specific person, again, as Nimesh said earlier, with the intention of it going to who is willing and able to receive and where it is needed. You may do that now. Breathing in, sending the energy ball out into the world, into the beautiful Mother Earth that gives us our life, sustains us with food and water, sending it out. And as these energy balls begin to get lost in the atmosphere, and when you can no longer see them, place your hands on your heart, breathing in, savoring this moment, and taking it into your body. This feeling of peace that you're experiencing right now in this moment is yours now forever. And you can come back to this feeling at any moment in time by just placing your hands on your heart, breathing in and exhaling, opening your heart, allowing this peace to settle in. Settling in, settling in. Settling in. And breathing in, looking around one more time, around this healing garden, this peace garden, looking around, knowing that you can come back here anytime in a moment's breath. It is yours now. And I encourage you to come back here often. Come back here often. Breathing in. And breathing out as we listen to this beautiful song of peace.
Now I've been happy lately, thinking about good things to come. And I believe it could be something good has begun.
Oh, I've been smiling lately, dreaming about the world just one. And I believe it could be someday it's gonna come.
'Cause I'm on the edge of darkness, there rise the peace train. Oh, peace train, me take this country, come take me home.
Now I've been smiling lately, thinking about the good things to come. And I believe it could be something good has begun. Peace train sounding louder, slide on the peace train. Peace train, only rolling. Everyone jump on the peace train.
Rendin chomkima arkidam bandate ilada mangaron garon unande kadi pani ma joni eto mangaron ar abodam dam dam bunam dam wat adima unande pani ma joni joni sounding like that on the peace train. Well, thinking about the world as it is. Why must we go on hating? Why can't we live in bliss? Peace train sounding loud, light on the peace train. Ooh, yeah. Come on, peace train. Peace train, hold me, roll. Everyone jump upon the peace train. Ooh, yeah. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, ride. Sounding loud on the peace train. Come on, come on, come on. Let's come on, peace train. Come on, come on, come on. Peace train. Come on. Join me. I'm jumping on the peace train. Peace train. Peace train.
So that is the new rendition from Yusuf Cat Stevens, formerly known as Playing for Change, Song Around the World, which was released on September 21st, 2021. And it's really interesting that 50 years later, that song happens to be released just before this chaos has hit the world. I have to say, because we are on Clubhouse, on Facebook and on Instagram and YouTube, I do not own the rights to that song. It is shared in love and peace with gratitude. And so with that, I would like to open up the mic to anyone who, and I would like to welcome Jessica to the stage also. I'd like to open the mic up to the floor. If anyone has a poem or a story or something inspiring that you'd like to say now, let's pass the mic around. The floor is opened.
I guess I'll just jump right in if you don't mind.
Hey, Jeannie, welcome. So happy that you're here. Yes, please jump right on in.
So, something happened that just stopped me in my tracks today. I was going through and I just had to come in and say hi and see you guys, and I wanted to join for a little bit. I was reorganizing some books and some of my dog sweaters that, as I've told you, Cynthia, she passed away recently. And I found this Ukrainian, it's actually a book that is filled with these hymns that is for specifically for funeral services. It's called The Rite of Burial of the Laity. And it's all these beautiful just hymns that is specifically for them for singing at their, at these burials and funeral services. And there's one in particular where this Ukrainian girl had drawn a picture, and I don't know if it's a self-portrait or not, but with braids on the side and thick eyebrows and just really beautiful animated picture. But it was just something to find this today and to read some of that. And it just really touched my heart so much. And just the suffering that these people are going through right now. But the way I came across it is because my son's grandfather also recently passed away, and he was married to a Ukrainian. And because he wasn't a very spiritual person per se, his wife gave him a Ukrainian burial. And so his funeral service was in the Ukrainian church. So, I wanted to take one of these, and they ended up giving it to me. And that's how I came into possession of this.
Wow, that's really, really incredible. And the fact that, you came across it today, I think is pretty poetic and, and definitely synchronistic. Is there anything that you would like to share from the book?
Sure, I can share from the book.
Great.
I can, one of these is, let's see. Okay. I'll just go to the page where I saw that drawing. The Lord said to the Jews who came to him, "Amen, amen, I say to you, he who hears my words and believes in him who sent me has eternal life and will not come to judgment, but will pass from death to life. Amen, amen, I say to you. The time is coming and is now here when the dead will hear the voice of the Son of God, and those who hear it will live. Just as the Father has life in himself, so he has given the Son to have life in himself. And he has given him the power to judge because he is the Son of Man. Do not wonder about this, for the hour is coming when all those in the graves will hear the voice of the Son of God, and those who did good will rise to life, and those who did evil will rise to condemnation. Of myself I can do nothing. As I hear, so I judge, and my judgment is just. For I do not seek my will, but the will of him who sent me. Glory be to you, O Lord. Glory be to you. And I thought that was really special and significant, talking about those who did evil will rise to condemnation.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. That's really, really powerful. And actually, I'd like to take a moment, if we can all take a moment of silence and placing your hand on your heart for all those who have
Are
been.
You speaking, Cynthia? I can't hear you.
You know I was. Thank you, Jeannie. I'd like for everyone, let's take a moment, placing our hands on our heart, a moment of silence for all those that have been lost this last week. For all those that are all of our loved ones who we've lost in this last 2 years. Breathing in, honoring all the souls, all the souls that we've lost. Wow, that was really, really powerful, Jeannie. Thank you so much.
share that.
Yeah, it was definitely meant to be. It was definitely meant to be. And if anyone would like to come up, just raise your hand and come on up. If you have something that you'd like to share, if you have a quote or a poem or just some inspiring words you'd like to share, please come on up and be sharing the space with us. And with that, I would like to again welcome Cindy Siskowski and our beautiful unconditional self-path love, Jessica. Welcome, ladies. Happy that you're here. And does anyone else have anything that they would like to share?
Hi, good evening. I'm in nature, so I hope you guys can hear me. Thank you, Cynthia, for opening this wonderful, wonderful room. Um, it's so much needed right now, especially, for everybody to be like,
you're so cute.
Let's pray. Let's make sure that everything is good and sending those beautiful intentions. I feel like we're all beautiful Care Bears, manifesting from our heart, which is one of the most powerful tools we have. So thank you for doing that. Thank you for opening this beautiful space for that. And that's what I feel called to share. And love to all, joy to all, peace on earth, heaven on earth. That's what we're here to create. So with that, thank you. I yield the mic.
Oh, thank you so much, Jessica. I love and appreciate you. And anyone else? I see May Alice has come up to the stage. May, do you have something you'd like to share?
Oh, yes. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Right on. Love, peace, and hair grease, everybody. I just, I am just so happy. I'm going through like a crazy whirlwind situation right now, but it's like I'm still at peace with myself and the things that are happening. So it's like all good. It's just like a lot of moving parts and it's very exciting and I love it. And I'm just like, now I feel like I can share certain things with certain people because I'm in a better space. And it's because of this room and other rooms like this on Clubhouse that's really supported me. So I just want to say thank you and give you thanks and grace and gratitude for everyone in here and anyone who else has come through this space. Like, it's just been super amazing. I'm just overlooking a city right now and just waiting for my next adventure to begin. I don't know what's going to happen, but it doesn't matter. I'm present in this moment and that's what matters. And this is amazing. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. And I hope everyone out there can find the joy in their present moment and just be in that vibe and enjoy that. So yeah, I'm out.
Oh, thank you so much, May. And really, the present moment is all that we have right now, this moment, because we don't know from 1 minute to the next what life is going to bring us. And it's called the present. And I'm sure you've all heard this a million times. It's called the present for a reason. It's where the gift is, in the present moment. Because when our mind lives in the past, we are not creating our future. We're only stuck in the past. When the mind is focused on the future, then we are missing the beautiful gifts that we have in the present moment. So May, thank you so much for being here. We really love and appreciate you and love that, these rooms and these clubs that we're all in are really supporting and helping you. And that's our goal, is to shine our light out to the world, to love and support people in any way that we can. So thank you so much for that. That means a lot to us.
Yes. Wow. See you all.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, the floor is opened. Who else would like to share?
I'll go ahead and say hello, everyone. So many wonderful people here. It's Tressa at the bottom. And just because of what has just recently been shared, I've been really focusing and spending a lot of time on how can I help the consciousness? How can I help the collective? What am I doing? What am I saying? What am I doing that is getting other people to, I guess, just be, that kind of sounds like a double negative there or something, but actually, we really want to teach people to come from a space of love and compassion. And my roof has been leaking since December 14th, and I've got a gutted bedroom and all kinds of crazy crap going on too. And but I choose to be calm. I choose to live in a place of happiness, really, and almost kind of in a giddy way. But I just wanted to share that I think we have to reach out and just, I'm not the best at doing that. I'm just going to do it anyway. So what the fuck, go for it anyways.
Oh, I love that. What the fuck, go for it anyways, right? Because when we get out of our comfort zone, magic can happen. And you never know who you're going to make an impact with, whose life you're going to change just by reaching out. You never know when you pick up that phone, you felt like, oh, I really need to call so-and-so. And they might be having the worst day of their life when your phone call comes and it breathes in hope to them. And I know Terry would like to share. So I'm going to pass the mic over to Terry.
Whoa.
Whoa.
So I have this process of expanding energy. I don't know if you think that would work at this time, meaning that we already set our energy out through that meditation. But many of us condense the energy because of fear of, with a fear of lack or fear of ... right? And so when you're setting an intention of love and creation, and if your energy is condensed, it will slowly come back to you. And so if you're expanded, bam, it comes right back instantly. So I saw the thumbs up from Miss Cynthia, and I felt like, this would be a perfect time. And since everybody's here, let's do it. Okay, so let's start with taking a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Okay. If your eyes are open, please close them. Lift your chin up about 10%. With your eyes closed, you're going to look through your third eye. And as you're gazing through your third eye, you are looking through your third eye out into the universe. You're going to expand your energy 300 feet to feel, see, or sense the light. So for some, if you're unfamiliar, if you were a peacock and your energy is similar to a peacock tail, and that peacock is happy and the peacock tail will expand up and out. Your energy is the same way. So expand your energy 300 feet to feel, see, and sense the light. You may see a rod of light coming down between your eyes. You may see liquid light. You may feel heat or circulation on your forehead, whatever it is, or you may even see color. Just keep expanding, keep expanding, keep expanding, keep expanding. Now allow this light to penetrate down into your crown chakra, keeping you fully connected to higher source, self, light, or God, whatever you choose to call it. Now allow this light to trickle down to your forehead and into your third eye, allowing you to feel fully connected to your inner guidance, your inner knowing, your inner being. Now allow this light to trickle down to your eyes, nose, cheeks, lips, and chin, trickling down to your throat and into your throat chakra, deeper and deeper and deeper, clearing any stagnant energy, keeping you from speaking words of wisdom, shouting to the rooftops your words of love, gentle kindness, and forgiveness to others. Allow this light now to trickle down to your shoulders, then your arms and elbows, wrists and hands, and out your fingertips. Now from your shoulders, allow this light now to trickle down to your heart and into the beautiful green glow of the heart chakra. Now deeper and deeper and going deeper, allowing you to feel the essence of your own internal love. Yes, feel the warmth. Feel the magnitude of the love for yourself as it springs forth out into the world and the giving love that you have. Allow this light now to trickle down to your rib cage, then to your solar plexus, into the beautiful yellow glow, deeper and deeper, allowing you to release any resistance of any stagnant energy that no longer serves you within your portal of emotions, knowing you are that full connection of feeling deeply and releasing anything that no longer serves you. Allow this light to trickle to your sacral, into the beautiful yellow orange glow. Yes, orange is deep and deeper and deeper. Allowing you to be one with your force. Yes, your powerhouse. Yes. One with you being the solution. One in all of that and more. Allow this light to trickle to your root. Oh, that red glow. Feeling your confidence with each step and moving forward. Even if it's baby steps, you are moving forward. Allow this light to trickle to your hips, thighs, knees, calves, ankles, into your feet, filling your body head to toe in this light. Now from the roots of your feet, that's right, the bottom of your feet, from the roots, allow them to go down, down, down to the center of Mother Earth. Yes, Mother's love is here, present, wrapping her arms around you, feeling the warmth, the support of her nurturing love from the root, from the earth, the crystals, the trees, the grass, what she gives to nourish us. All of Mother's love. Feeling the strength of being grounded in the root of Mother's love. And as above shall be below, allow this light to bounce up if it's on a trampoline, up, 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 up into your feet, ankles, calves, knees, and thighs, moving into your hips and rib cage, and in your heart, and bursting out like a big rainbow sunshine to fill the room that you are in. Expand your energy into the building that you are in. Keep expanding that energy into the county or state that you are in. Keep expanding around the world and out into the infinite universe, for we are infinite beings and we are one. One in time, in space. One infinitely expanded, limitless, ageless, timeless, expanded and free. Home, pure home. Expanded, infinite home. Complete. Allow your energy to come back into your body as you feel your breath moving in and out. Allow your energy to come back into your body as you feel your feet, your toes, your fingers moving, and your head moving to bring you more present in your body, feeling more alert in your body and present here in your body. And that is how you expand. Thank you. I am complete.
Oh, thank you so much, Terry. That was really beautiful. Really beautiful. I really felt the expansion and such a sense of peace, such a beautiful sense of peace. So the mic is open for anyone. If you have something that you'd like to share.
Hi, it's Cindy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you. I'm sitting here by my fireplace with my new little amethyst, and so it's quite cozy and playful.
So
I
share with everyone what your new little amethyst is.
oh, she's a 16-week-old long-haired Chihuahua.
She's adorable. You have to go to Cindy's Instagram and see her pictures. She is such a little love bug.
Oh, she's like amazing and a handful. She's completely clueless, which is really kind of fun, but at the same time, it's super challenging. But I'm teaching her the ropes of life. So and there's so much joy and pleasure. I feel so actually. I was just contemplating it, and I feel so blessed to have her right now at this time. And you know, I think anything that we can do to elevate our joy and our happiness and our pleasure in even just the simplest, smallest ways makes for a better, happier life. And I was just reading a book. This is I want to share with you. This is by Hugh Del Cansano, and he talks about the laws of manifestation and creation. And he says, are you building your life by consciousness, design, or by unconscious default? Are you an unconscious game of life player, or are you a conscious game of life maker? The law of manifestation is be, do, have. Many people miss the essence of this law, which is that you attract what you are, not what you want. The first step of manifestation is to be that which you want to experience. Being allows you to match your vibratory frequencies with what you want to attract. When you do the mastery work that is required to be that which you seek, your deeds are your affirmations of action. Being and doing supply you with what you need to have so that you can get what you want. I just feel
if we want peace, then it's up to every single person on this planet to embody peace, to embody that feeling of peace, that feeling of love, the feeling of wholeness and abundance. And that is up to each one of us it's up to each one of us to be responsible for how we're vibrating and who we're being on this planet. And that's what will shift and make the great change. Yeah, that's just what was coming to me tonight. And then in reading this, and then I have one other thing to read. Security is an illusion. The search for security is an illusion. The search for security is actually an attachment to the known. The known is nothing other than a prison of past conditioning. And what's the known? The known is nothing but your past conditioning. There's no evolution in that, absolutely none. The solution lies in uncertainty. The ego's need for security is based on not knowing the true self. The need for security is based on not knowing that the source of your power is your identification, that you and your inner self are one. Your inner God self are one. And that's from Deepak Chopra. So the power to create the peace that we want to live into is again in each side of one of us, in each and every one of us. And it's up to us to identify that and to embody it. So thank you for listening. And I also wanted to acknowledge Terry. I really liked what you said. It kind of opened up this space for me. So thank you. I'm complete.
You're welcome.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much. I just want to, Jessica, before I hand the mic over to you, I just wanted to bring everybody's attention to the link that is pinned to the top of the page. I just remembered I meant to do it at the beginning. I will share this link in my bio and also in the chat on Instagram and Facebook. And this link is for, some of you may be familiar with Chef Andres. He goes around the world when there's disaster and he feeds people. And he is currently boots on the ground in, I believe he's in Poland. I forgot to double check on that, but he has boots on the ground, yes, in Poland, feeding the Ukraine people as they come across the border, handing out bagged lunches, and supporting the people who are in most need right now. So for those who are really wanting a way that you feel like you can help, that's one way that you can help. You can look him up on Facebook, or actually Google him, and you can see the work that he's doing. And you know, he's there really supporting people in need right now. And as you know, we know that they are starting to have food shortages because the food is being cut off coming into the country. And so this is one way that you can help. I will post other links as well. And then you can check them out and then feel if you're called to support any that you choose. We don't get anything from these. This money goes all directly to Fight with Food. I also am going to post Voices of Children and United Help Ukraine, which again will be posted in my bio and also in the chat on Facebook and on Instagram. So with that, I'd like to pass the mic over to Jessica.
I just wanted to say, wow, thank you, Cynthia. That's very kind of you. It's beautiful. And Cindy share is so wonderful. You know, I went to nature and I realized I had forgotten something. So I just wanted to say that everything happens for divine reason. You know, there's no such a thing as why you forgot something. And I was just like, okay, go back home and pick it up. It's all good. And now that I'm home, I would like to share, you know, a thought. This is from Affirm Yourself Day by Day, you know, and this is about emotional reaction. And especially right now, what Cindy said, I think it's wonderful that share about peace, you know, because in order for us to say, yes, we're here to create heaven on earth and have peace on earth, it starts with that because that's the frequency, meaning the thoughts that you're thinking all the time, that you get to realize that you are not coming from a place of reacting from fight, you know, that you're gonna fight back, or you're gonna freeze, you're not gonna know how to react, or you're gonna flight and you're just gonna completely avoid it. That's trauma reaction, and we need everybody to find that peace from within. And I'll share this beautiful, beautiful information about emotional reaction. And may you guys find your own peace, because that's what we're doing this for, you know, to find that peace, not just within the world, but it starts with us, for us to be at peace with ourselves. Emotional reaction. I am becoming aware that my emotional reactions are bigger than the people or events that trigger these emotional reactions. I'm aware that I'm usually reacting to a pattern built up in my mind for my many similar hurtful issues from my past. Today, I'm aware of my emotional reaction and ask myself questions such as, is this a pattern? Or has this response happened in me before? Or what were the circumstances? Or what does the situation remind me of? I know that I have a choice. I choose to release myself from the emotional pain of the past, because the past does not exist. The future, I'm creating it with what I'm doing right now. As I see the person or the event as the trigger and not the cause of my upset feeling. I allow myself an event to trigger me in order to make peace. Nothing in the past matters. The future, I'm creating it with my action. And we can find that awareness. That every time you feel called to react, ask yourself those questions. Is this a pattern? Has this response happened in me before? What were the circumstances? What does this situation remind me of? Awareness. Getting to sit with ourselves in our silence and choosing to realize our emotional reactions. Thank you for the space, Cynthia. My name is Jessica, and I yield the mic.
Thank you so much, Jessica. That was really beautiful. And, you know, peace does have to start within and start with us. And there are so many things that can throw us off of peace and have peace completely leave our physical existence, right? Or so it seems, to leave our mind, to leave our hearts, to leave our bodies tense up. I love, you know, that Terry took us through the meditation to release the tension in our bodies and to release the things that block us, right? And because when we hold on to things tightly, it keeps it away from us. It keeps us away from us. And so when we can find peace in our hearts, even when there's chaos all around you, then you can find firm footing on the ground, and you can take one step at a time. And sometimes that's all we can do. But when you lose the peace in your heart, it's difficult even to take that one step. Beautiful. Okay, the mic is opened. Anyone else have a share? Jeannie, I'm wondering if you might like to pull some cards for the room and for the world when you have a chance.
Yes, Cynthia, I'll get them. Hold on.
Thank you so much. And I do want to say hi to Marie on Instagram, and Lee and Sunny and Nicole, and over on Facebook, Pammy and Karen, Alexandra, hi to you over there. And for anyone who is on YouTube, we are sending you so much peace and love. We're sending you so much peace and love. And, please, if you've gotten value out of this room, please share it with your friends, because you never know who needs this in this moment. So, Jeannie, just let me know when you're ready.
Cynthia, it's Cindy.
Cindy, yes.
I just wanted to say thank you so much for putting that link up there. Fundraising for the World Central Kitchen. I just donated to that, so thank you so much for creating that and allowing me to be able to gift someone who's helping, the refugees come across and have food. So thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. And thank you so much for donating. So I can't actually take credit for creating the link. That actually did come from Chef Andre's team. And so that money goes directly to his fund to help with food. And so thank you so much for that, Cindy. I know I really appreciate that. And I have the God bumps or the truth bumps, which is, it's when you tap into this beautiful place of oneness and the divine and all that is. So even if you can just give $1, give the $1 if you can, and make a difference in somebody's life across the world today. And if you can't give $1, then send a prayer, or say a prayer and let the prayer go where it needs to be. If you love to pray or have light in your heart and shine that light, and just allow it, like we did here in this room, in this beautiful gathering, to expand around the world to whoever can receive it, whoever is ready to receive it. And Jeannie, just let me know when you're ready. So thank you for that, Cindy.
Yes, Cynthia, I'm ready.
Great. Over to you.
Okay, thank you. Hi, everyone. So I pulled some cards today, and I chose the wisdom of Avalon, because Avalon is a magical place, and it combines the earth, it combines the mystic, it combines the stars. And so their energy brings us with quite a different energy to look at. And so the question I asked was, what do we all need to know to be the light for global peace in the world? What is it that we all need to know how to do that? Very interesting. The cards came out as, the first card is risk, and there's a path. And on the path, it's asking you to be willing to risk to be able to do that. Because sometimes, we can stay very contained within ourselves and not willing to risk that we might be seen, that we might make a mistake, we might say it wrong. We don't know how to do it. So they're asking us to be willing to take the risk to be the light. See how we can be the light for others. I mean, if it's the monetary value and that's how you want to be the light,
if it's just holding compassion for all that's going on in the world, risk being kind to yourself, finding that inner peace within yourself, so that way you can be the light for others. The second card that we got was the cat. And the cat is all talking about independence, healthy boundaries. So are we willing to risk setting healthy boundaries as we are the light, right? We're not forcing our opinions on others. We're just being there. Those who are seeking the light will find it within themselves. As we are the light, and as our light grows and expands throughout the world, those who want it will find it. Those who don't want it will not. And it's not up to us to decide that. So we set the healthy boundaries. We take the risk just to put the light out there and allow others to make the choice for themselves, whether they want to be in the light or they do not. It is not up to us. The third card we got was the swan. And the swan is all about celebrating the transformation that is happening within the world, within ourselves, to trust the psychic connection, the psychic gifts that we have, to understand, to use those healthy boundaries and be willing to take the risk in how we feel through the art of love, right? So our light begins with love. And as we love and we show compassion to others, we build on that and our healthy boundaries start to form. And so just by taking the risk, being the light, allowing that transformation of that energy out into the world and giving others the choice to choose whether to come to the light or not. It's not up for us. We're just to be the light. I hope that was helpful, Cynthia.
That was so helpful. And I'm having a little chuckle here because Terry and I are on Zoom and on YouTube Live. And just as you said, you pulled the cat card, her cat was jumped up into her arms and she was snuggling her cute black and white kitty. It was so perfect.
I couldn't help believe when you said, and the cat. And I was like, here she is.
I love it.
I was rocking her and she was just laying there and she was pushing her head more into my neck. And I was just listening to everything. She was picking up on that energy, Jeannie. So thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure. Even the cat knows, see?
Yeah. And as soon as you finished, she jumped down.
It's so well. We all know that I am a cat lover, Cynthia.
Yeah.
I have enough of them.
Yes, you are a cat lover, but she is not a crazy cat woman. She has one indoor cat, but Jeannie feeds the whole neighborhood. All the feral cats and the birds and the squirrels. It's really, oh my God, it's so much fun to be at Jeannie's house and watch out the window with all the animals that come. It's really, really cool. It's really neat. Jeannie is an animal whisperer. So, but that was so perfect. So perfect. Really beautiful. Cat, are you clapping because you are the cat? Or...
I am clapping because I too am a cat lover and I have several cats. I won't tell you how many because this is on replay. But I too feed the ferals and etc. whatnot. So I'm with Jeannie on that one. But since I have the mic, I want to thank everybody for sharing. Terry, that expansion meditation was out of this world. Like I was feeling so grounded, but out of this world at the same time. So that was really cool. And I mean, I really, really needed this. What a chaotic times that's happening out in the world. And then like my schedule. So being present with all of you guys and feeling this beautiful energy, just like quiet with the meditation, I really, really feel it. So thank you. And I agree with Cindy's share with like, we We have to be the light. We have to be the change and be truly intentional. And Cynthia, you said this too, but it starts with us. And it's not just speaking about it, but living it. Like everywhere we go, we just have to be that light and be that change, and spread that energy as far as we can every day, every single day. And as chaotic as it is, still have that peace and being intentional with that energy. So thank you. And I yield the mic.
Thank you so much for that, Kat. That was really beautiful. And yeah, intentionality, right? And being at peace. And one way that you can be at peace is by doing what you love. By, if you love the wild animals, if you love the feral cats, if you love the birds, and that brings you peace, and you want to feed them and take care of them, then don't just throw the food out, but take a moment and enjoy their presence. Thank them for coming. Of course, you're feeding them, so they're going to come, but thank them for coming, for being present, for bringing you their energy. It's such a beautiful and important thing. Sorry, I'm just looking in the back chat. Okay. So,
I'll
with
just
that,
go ahead and share that.
Yes.
I go out every morning and there's so many different birds and, they have different chirps and all of that, but I'm just like, hello, and hello over there. And I've got doves, a pair of doves that are always just right there. And sometimes when I'm sitting out there just meditating, then there's this one dove that just comes and hangs out. And so it's really good to get out there and enjoy what's all around us.
Yeah, thank you for that, Teresa. It's true, right? Where nature, when we get out into nature, it really does and can transform us. It literally take the stress out of our body. There is a thing called earthing, where you can buy an earthing mat that you can sleep on, that you can stand on. But if we have the earth right outside our door, even if you live in the city, you can find a park. And so, some of us here, I live in New England, and it's a little bit cold out. So when it's, below freezing, you might not want to go outside and take your shoes off and stand on the earth, at least not for very long, but just taking your shoes off when you can and stand on the earth and feel the earth below your feet supporting you. That can make a big difference in your energy field. And so I really encourage you to do some earthing. When I had shattered my leg, and I was, a lot of you know the story, and I was in a wheelchair for 4.5 months, and I really couldn't get outside because, I shattered it in the fall, and then fall became winter, and then there was snow and ice. So I would go to the door in my wheelchair. I would open the front door, and I would sit there with my legs sticking out the door because it had to be elevated. So it was in a leg lift, and I would sit in the front door with my legs sticking out and just breathe in the beautiful air. And that can heal so much. And when we're grateful, gratitude is the abracadabra to everything. So when you have gratitude for the things that we do have in our life, it creates more gratitude in our lives. And there's more for us to share with others. So the floor is again open. Oh, so it's 11:11 here. It may not be 11:11 where you are, but it's 11:11 here. So everybody take a moment. The doors to the universe are opened.
Ooh.
Make a wish. Terry's excited.
Thank you, Kristen, for the message.
Like everything's gonna work out. Oh my gosh.
And so it's don't worry, little dove.
Yes. Yes.
He knows what I'm talking about.
Yes. 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 And so and how can we say that? How can we do that? How can we believe that right now, right? Is what some of you might be thinking. Some of you are here live, some of you who will catch the replay, you might be thinking, "Oh my God, what's wrong with these people?" Right? But sadly, the human condition brings difficult situations. And this is probably one of the most difficult because it could be avoided. Yet, look at all the beautiful things that are coming out of it. The people that are coming together and standing up and saying, "We support you. We're with you. What can we do to help?" And this is what we're doing here in this room, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram. This is all helping. This is all helping, right? And so there is always going to be strife in the world, always. Sometimes there's going to be more than other times, like we're seeing now. And in those times, it's important to come to your center, to come within, to find yourself so that you can then take a step forward to do whatever it is you feel called so that you can help. And just picking up the phone and calling somebody that you love and say, "Hey, I was thinking about you today," that can make a difference. It doesn't have to be a huge, big, grand gesture, right? It's just saying a prayer can make a difference. It can make a difference. Okay, the floor is open. Does anyone else have anything they'd like to share? Sunshine is going to close us off tonight with a beautiful flute song. So I just want to give everybody an opportunity to share what's on their heart. And, one of my friends a couple of years ago was going through a hard time, and she knows I've been through some crazy stuff in my life. And she reached out and asked, "How did I do it? How, with all the things that have happened to my life?" And she's not the first person that's asked me this. A lot of you know some of my story, and it's been a pretty crazy lifetime with lots of trauma, and abuse and things like that. And my suggestion to her was to find her center, to find faith, and faith can be through meditation. You can find faith and connection out in the nature. You can find faith through your higher power or a religion. It's different for every single one of us. But I've always had a really solid faith and trust and belief that we're not alone, that we have help. And that help is there waiting for us to ask for it, to step in. It's the human mind that's messed up that creates this chaos. It's not the divine that creates this. It's the human ego and mind. And so in the times when things are the most difficult, that's the time to really find something bigger than you to hold on to. And you can call it God, you can call it Buddha, you can call it Goddess, you can call it the Blessed Mother or Kuan Yin, whatever you call it. It's all good. It's what resonates with you, but find something within you that is bigger than you and connect to the all that is. I had started saying earlier, and I didn't complete the thought about how we are all connected, and NASA actually discovered the web that runs through the universe that connects all of us. It's the web that the Buddhists have talked about for centuries. We are all connected. We are all connected. And so when we remember that, when we connect in with our hearts and we share that connection out into the world, it's going to reach someone. It's going to change someone's life in that moment, that day. And we don't always know or see who it touches or who it changes, who it helps. And you don't do it for that reason. You don't do it, with the ego idea. I had a friend who had a radio show that it took him about 6 to 8 hours every week to prepare. He owns a health food store and is very passionate about good health and really researches all the products he brings into the store. And he called on me one day and said, I'm thinking about stopping the radio show. And I said, well, what's the thought behind that? Why are you thinking about stopping? He said, because I don't know if anybody's listening. Here on Clubhouse, we have immediate interaction. On Instagram, I can see you there. On Facebook, I can see you there, right? So we have that feedback, that immediate feedback. But on the radio, you don't have that. I was on the radio for years. Even if you want, you can go back and listen. I have 288 archived podcasts on Blog Talk Radio. And there's a couple of places where you can find it. But if you just, Google it, it'll come up. It comes up on a couple of different podcast stations and on Blog Talk. And I did it for years. And sometimes nobody would show up in the phone queue, but I still was there week after week. So you don't do it for the reason of, the ego mind that you're only doing it because somebody's listening. You do it in trust that somebody will listen when the timing is perfect for them. Just like somebody that's going to listen or watch the replay, the timing will be perfect for them. So with that, I am again opening the floor if anyone has anything else that you'd like to share.
I just want to say thank you so much for this space and for the idea. I just slid over to Instagram so I could see you in action, and you look absolutely amazing.
Oh.
So this is the first time I've seen you live like that. So if anyone is here, make sure you go to the Instagram page and click her face in the profile, and it will take you to the live, and you can see her in right now. So
Oh.
thank you once again. And I love being here with all of you. You guys have been with me tonight on the drive home. I had to stop listening because you were meditating and I didn't want to slide off the expressway. So I went to volleyball, drove home. I'm here, I'm in bed, and I spent the evening with you guys. I had the best volleyball game I've had in the 5 years I've been playing, and I have you guys to thank for that. Thank you so much. And world peace, we will have, it takes all of us. And I hope that we do this again, because it's going to take this effort and more to keep this going. It should not stop with just today. But Cynthia, this was an amazing idea. And I'm sending you a virtual hug and some light and love. Nalena Kai, and I'm done speaking.
Oh, thank you so much, Nalena. That is really beautiful. And I love that you had the best volleyball game ever. When we support each other, when we raise each other up, miracles can happen. And we've had 130 people come through the room tonight. We've had a bunch of people on Instagram and on Facebook, and who knows how many people will watch this on YouTube. So we're already touching a lot of people out there. So thank you for being here. Thank you, Nalena, for that beautiful share, and for suggesting people go over to Instagram. Hey, everybody. It's the first time I've actually been live on Instagram. I've been on Facebook Live a bunch of times, but never Instagram Live. So this is kind of fun. Anyway, it's not all about me. And so again, I want to pass the mic. And one other point too is, like Nalena said, it's not just about right here in this moment. It's about carrying this forward, right? And continuing the work. And the work is being present, being in your heart, opening your heart to love, and then taking action where you feel called to do so. All right, the mic is opened. Okay. And if everyone is complete, one more last call. Anybody in the audience? If you'd like to come up and share, this is your time. Okay, so Sunshine, whenever you are ready for your beautiful flute song to close out the room, we would be so blessed and grateful and honored.
Thank you, Cynthia. Hello again, everyone. Those that have been here since the beginning, those that have flown in throughout. We have had some powerful shares. I really hope that you too are feeling the energy that has come together as we come together. There is so much we can do collectively as we do our individual parts. When we are the peace, when we are the light. And so just to round out this beautiful time that we've had together, I'm going to invite you now, if it's safe in the space where you are, to just close your eyes and join us in a circle on the beach. So it doesn't matter which social you're joining us with, just get up from wherever you are in your mind's eye and meet us on the beach in the circle. And notice that it is dark out, but we can still see for two reasons. One, there are so many stars in the sky. And two, there is a blazing fire in the center of our circle. That, my friends, is our peace fire. We will be taking our strength and energy from the fire. I would ask you first of all to stretch your arms out wide. And if you happen to touch someone on your left or on your right, just take a step back so that you have room to outstretch your arms fully. Have that awareness of someone on your left and someone on your right. And now gaze into the center of the circle, into that fire. And try now to even expand your arms even wider out to your side, pulling them back just a little bit to expose and open your heart. Feel the expansion in your heart area. Open, open, open. And now I invite you to take a deep breath in, take yourself with you and land right in your heart, right there. You've landed in your heart space is wide open. We are facing the fire that keeps growing higher and higher, up higher and higher. And now feel the warmth of the fire. Feel the energy of the flames coming into you. Welcome that with open arms. Fill yourself up with the warmth of peace, the love of peace. Let it fill every cell in your body. Arms are still wide open. Just receive, receive, receive the peace, peace, peace. Let it enter every cell of your body. And here we go. Now, focus back into the fire with your arms still outstretched. Move your hands forward, your arms forward towards the fire, straight towards the fire with palms up, and receive the energy coming into your body with great force now. The warmth, the peace, the peace, the peace, filling you from the tips of your toes right up to your crown chakra. And now gently lower your arms to your side. And if you would now, please turn around. Turn around slowly so that the fire is now at your back. You can still feel the warmth, the energy. Everything we're doing here is energy. We have the energy of the stars above, the earth below coming up through the feet, and the warmth of the peace coming in through our backs, right through our hearts. And now, if you would again, please move your arms straight out in front of you, palms up, and now with the peace energy coming through your back, out through your arms, out through the palms of your hands, please focus that energy to the Ukraine. Send the energy out with love and peace. Focus it out through your hands, and an invitation for any light workers, any healers that are listening to the replay, those that are here now, any energy and gifts that you would like to incorporate, feel free to do so now as we flow it all out to the next phase of our music. And here we go. Now gently bring your hands, your arms down to your sides, shake them out a little, become aware of the person on your left, the person on your right. Feel the energy between on both sides, how the energy is merging, as if there's a ribbon of energy going through your left side and out through your right to the person on your right, going around, connecting us all, a ribbon of light. And again, feel the warmth and heat of our peace fire behind, again coming in through the back. And now, if you would, bring your arms up to the sides, up to shoulder height, and slowly start to wrap, curve with a small bend in your elbow, as if you're about to hug the world. An embracing pose. And now, if you would, with the energy that you have generated from behind, incorporating the energy from the person on your left, the person on your right, go ahead now and hug the world. We will all give a peace hug as we continue with our peace song. And here we go. So it is. I invite you now to look straight up in the sky as you bring your arms down to your sides in a relaxed form. Look up and notice all the shooting stars, one after the other, meteor after meteor, long tails, coming down, 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 all the sparkles and light, enveloping you, us, our circle, and the world. It's been an honor to co-create this experience with everyone here. Thank you for your participation. May we all go now in peace. May we all continue forward, being the light that we are. This is Sunshine, the Butterfly Whisperer, sending butterfly blessings to one and all. And when the time is right, Cynthia will pick up the mic.
That was just beautiful. And this whole evening or morning or afternoon, wherever you happen to be in the world, I hope that it's helped you in some way. I can say for myself personally, it's brought me a great peace in my heart and in my body and just in my whole being. And I hope that it's done the same for you. And if you have gotten value, please share this. Let's send the peace out into the world because we really need it now. We really need it. And one last time, if anyone else has any closing thoughts that you'd like to share, closing prayer before we close this room. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much, Elise and Jeannie and Sunshine and Elena and Terry and Kat and Cindy and Jessica and Jeannie and May and Tressa and Jennifer and Rovelin and Tom and Johan and Uriel and Val. And if I've pronounced your name incorrectly, I apologize. And for Jennifer, who was in the room earlier, and for Todd, and for those who stepped in and shared space with us. We are now thanking you and opening our hearts to share the love, the light, and the peace. And with that, I am going to close this room in 5, 4, 3, 2. Before I close the room, please join the club. And if you are so called, tap on the fundraiser link for the World Central Kitchen with Chef Andre, who is boots on the ground, feeding the people who are in so need right now in the Ukraine, as they are in such desperate need. So thank you all so much. And we're going to close this room now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Thank you all. Thank you for being here.
Buenas noches.
Thank you.
Buenas noches, buenas tardes, buenas, I forgot to say how to say morning.
Buenos dias.
Thank you, buenos dias. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, ta-ta for now. Okay, hey, everybody here on Instagram, thank you so much for tuning in. We've been on for 2.5 hours. If you are jumping in late or on Facebook and you didn't catch the whole thing, go back and watch the replay. There was so many beautiful offerings here, from meditations to prayers to love, and go back and watch it and share it with your friends. Thank you so much. I love and appreciate all of you. Thank you for being here. And we will see you tomorrow, I forgot to say, in Clubhouse, in All Things Psychic, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come on in. If you've never been in there, what are you waiting for? I will share the links. Hope to see you all there. Goodbye for now. Bye. Goodbye, everyone on Facebook. Hey, Terry.
That was awesome.
No, not you, Siri.
What? What?
I said, hey, Terry, and Siri said,
Oh, that's been happening lately. The same thing with mine.
Yeah.
Siri and Google and all that. They just start responding.
Yeah, it's crazy. Or what the heck happened? One day, my phone just started restarted recording. And I was like, what?
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh, I look a mess, don't I? Ugh. Yeah.
You know what? Until you went like that, I didn't even notice.
See how bad it is?
Oh, what happened?
Oh, I had to get something fixed.
Oh, well, I'm going next week for that. So I'll be looking like that on both eyes next week.
Well, it was both eyes like 8 months ago.
Yeah.
And he didn't do a very good job on that one. And I went back and I said, this is not working for me. So he says, okay, we'll just do it in the office. Oh my God. It was the worst sound. It was the worst sound. It was like,
I don't know if I want to hear this.
It was so bad.
Because they're doing mine in the office.
Oh no, really?
Well, but they have a whole thing set up.
Oh no, so the first time was in a medical, behind their office was in a certified surgery.
Well, yeah. It's that. But
oh no, but his second time was in his office.
Oh my God. No, this is what they do. Well, I shouldn't say all day long. It's what they do all day long on Tuesdays.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, but oh my God. So what did they do in the office?
So what he did, and I was hoping he would give me laughing gas because our brains are so creative. That's because this is what we do for a living. Yeah. And so I was getting in, I was really calm. And then he says, okay, you're just going to have a needle here. Well, that first one, woo, it burned. I said, okay. And then he gave me 5. So after a while, I didn't feel too much. And he said, okay, so you're going to feel a little pressure. Well, you already know and I got my eyes closed, but we already know the scalpel's coming. So I was okay. I just felt pressure. But girl, when he took the scissors, cut, and I could hear it like cutting through an orange. I'm like, "Ah!" Oh my God, I started shaking. I had this, I have a jacket that has the same furry feel, soft. So I was wearing it and I started doing this, just rubbing myself. Calm down, calm down, calm down.
Oh my God.
The room was spinning. I thought I was going to throw up. I started sweating. I'm like,